violence spread to every corner of the planet, driven away from the lands we have lived in for centuries. Our history has been seized, mangled, and appropriated. Our traumas are turned against us. Still, we are here. Still, we exist. Still, we survive.
Armenia wants peace.
Azerbaijan wants war.
Azerbaijan wants war.
So I expect that my Canadian government stops, even if it's a NATO ally, the crimes that Turkey is committing right now as we speak, and stops Azerbaijan from sanctioning them from the attacks that are happening on civilians in the capital of Stepanakert. Stepanakert is not a border town. Stepanakert is a capital with citizens who are either dying or being evacuated. It is the international community's and Canada's responsibility, first and foremost. Politicians, activists, journalists, vous avez tous la responsabilité, Monsieur le Premier ministre du Canada, Mr. Justin Trudeau, Mr. Foreign Minister, Monsieur Champagne, the province of Ontario, all activists who want peace in this world, to know that this small country is not going to give up. Not only because they are not over there, because we are not over here as Canadian Armenians, as citizens of the world who know what peace is worth and who want that peace for ourselves. So, vive l'Artsakh libre! Reconnaissez l'Artsakh aujourd'hui et arrêtons cet état de guerre impossible qu'on ne peut pas justifier, ni en étant Canadiens, ni en étant des citoyens du monde.
At this moment, we are imperiled. We know this is an existential moment. We know that this is a battle unlike any other. We know we are dealing with an enemy who would look and see that the world is undergoing a global pandemic and decide at that moment to launch a war. This will be the war that will be remembered throughout history as being the one that began during a global pandemic. That is the cynicism of what we are dealing with right now. We have lived with lies for a very long time. We have made speeches, but at this moment, we are at an existential crisis because we are about to enter into the 9th day of a war we can only pray we can sustain. We need to stop. We need to stop the fighting. We are dealing with an enemy that refuses to even speak anymore about ceasefire. We have one option left to us, and that is to demand from our governments, from our NATO partners, and to demand from Russia that they get involved to stop the fighting. We have to do exactly what we're doing today, and we have to continue doing this, because if not, the extermination will continue. This is the continuation of what we had happen to us 105 years ago. Make no mistake about it. This has been instigated by Turkey. This has been instigated by a country who saw the opportunity with a global pandemic that the world would not notice. But we are here for one reason, because the world is noticing. The world cannot ignore this any longer, because this is not a regional conflict anymore. This is about to explode into something much larger, and people who are not involved, governments who are not recognizing it, will look back and be ashamed. So we are here to express our love for our country and for our people, but we are also here because we want to have global peace, for God's sake. We do not condone a war during a global pandemic. So let us all chant, peace in Armenia and Artsakh now.
Peace in Armenia, Artsakh now.
We will not tolerate Turkey's support of a war against our people once again. We will not tolerate, and we expect the world to respect our wishes on this. The world has ignored this for way too long. Now is the time that this has to be stopped. Thank you. Shragaltun.
These people are fighting for justice. And we are sure that justice will be done because we are people of light, we are people of faith, and we are people of peace. We are not people of war. And from this peace-loving, from Canada, we extend our love and our greetings to our brothers and sisters in Armenia and in Artsakh, who are there to defend not only our country, but to defend the truth and the justice. God is with us.
Our friends and family are being shelled from bombs and missiles, from the type of weapons that are internationally reprimanded and not allowed. Help us save our families. We are part of your community. We're your friends. We need you today.